Or can I buy the Godslap comics? Godslapbook.com. Thanks for resub Cringe, GCRE, Ouroboros, and Vinox, and Gabby.
Hello everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of The Legend of Zelda Tears.
5 subs Trauma, and the resub Purple and Indie.
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Woo!
Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
One thing I've always noticed about Nintendo Directs, like anytime they do any kind of presentation, they treat the audience like they're actually lobotomized. I don't know if it's just lost in translation, but they do like this full recap of like the most basic things. We have shown you 2 trailers for this game previously, and today I will be playing this video game for you. It's so weird. I don't know, like, you could just immediately start with that, like, alright, let's do it, let's get in the fucking gameplay. I don't know, it's just something I've always noticed about these Nintendo Directs. They do that for everything. Like, literally everything.
Okay?
Yeah, it's for kids.
Let's
but even
begin.
still, like, kids aren't
Here
the
we
dumbest
are, in the
creatures on
land
the
of
planet.
Hyrule.
You don't need to, like, recap everything they already know. You could just
Like
be
The
like,
Legend of Zelda
gameplay
Breath
time.
of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways.
Thanks for some chode.
If we talk about all of the changes
Trash,
today,
crying, and unicorn.
we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
The resub Gavin, Turtle, Torn, Spill, Crazy, Zen, and Tier
In
1
this game,
Avenger.
the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some land masses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Probably some kind of big wind tunnel thing.
If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is.
I feel like I'm
Let's
watching
head over
Dora
to
the
it.
Explorer.
We're almost at the spot
Where
the
is the
object
rock?
fell.
Is it left?
Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell... Look, it started rising. This power
That's cool.
is known
Nice.
as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
Thanks the resub T, Vic, and the gift
made
sub
it.
Rocky, the Prime Plush, Helly,
There are
and the
lots of
resub
ways to
Zen,
reach the Sky Islands, so we
Neep,
hope you'll
and
try a
Tier
few
1.
different methods.
Born, and gift sub Avenger.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit.
Thanks the resub Gil, and the Prime
There's a
Rec,
branch on the ground.
the Bits Egg.
When
Hope
you
enjoyed
find
Egg,
something
thank
like
you.
this, you should pick it up. It
And
might
of
come
course I
in handy
completed
later.
Fallen Order. It's great.
Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah,
Oh yeah,
the
I heard
branch
they
broke.
brought weapon durability
Not good,
back.
Not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it. Moving on. We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us
Thanks the
very
resub
far.
Oddball, Machine,
Also, this branch is almost
Jonathan,
broken. So
Aaron,
here's another
Advent,
one of
John,
Link's new
and the Prime
abilities.
Scooty.
If
Hey,
we
Aaron.
use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We
Okay.
created a makeshift hammer.
That's pretty cool.
This is called fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with 2 of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch
durability
broke, but
improved.
this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse 2 weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
It makes an even longer pitchfork.
we can create a weapon with a much longer
Jesus
attack.
Christ.
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies.
I mean, it's a
and
fucking
we can
pitchfork. You
safely
didn't have to get
attack
that
from a
close to
distance.
begin with.
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
The fuck is that gonna do for us?
Fuse an ice
silencer?
elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies. Very useful. In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around.
Kill it.
If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So
Man, that was
at times
pathetic.
like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it
Luckily,
to an
there's a
arrow
solution.
And
Oh, it's
look,
homing.
it
Oh,
homed
okay.
in on the target.
That's cool.
Let's try this on another bird. I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together,
Here's the 5
the
gift
fuse
subs.
ability could also be
Thanos,
beneficial
and the
for
recent
hunting.
orange guy, and Rin.
I
the
fused a
anonymous
mushroom
gift
to
sub.
my shield. Now,
Slipknot's
you're
okay.
probably
Not a
wondering
huge
if this
Slipknot
has any
fan.
use. Well, this
Alright,
mushroom
there's some good
is
songs.
actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so attack! Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Can you only fuse
Some
2
of the
things, or
Sky
can you do a lot
Islands
more? I
even have
wonder.
rivers. We'll want to cross this
Where's the
one, but
resub?
swimming across it,
Lion,
well,
Drunk,
the river's
Drake, and
too
Tier 1
wide for
King.
that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
Ah, I see. Here.
So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more.
This is like
We'll
Banjo-Kazooie
bring
nuts and
this
bolts
over
now.
here and attach
God
a
damn.
third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though
Except
the logs
actually
are
good.
currently attached,
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool.
they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However,
Now let's make it
won't move
more
in its current
complicated.
state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Is he gonna make a propeller from scratch?
There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Ah, there's just already a propeller here.
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
Thanks to the resub Jamal and Tier 1 Ryan and the resub Blunts
We'll attach another
and the
one.
bits of Injure.
This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving.
I hope it gets really
It's sailing pretty
in-depth
fast with
and
the one from the
complicated where you
fans.
can make your own like circuit boards by attaching shit
Since we
throughout the
added 2
game.
fans, we should be able to cross the river
Create
in no
Doom
time.
inside of Tears of the Kingdom.
All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer,
Holy
we showed
shit.
scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across.
I'm
in
gonna
this
make
game.
some horrifying
And depending on how
inventions.
you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure. There are even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
What the
This new
fuck?
ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
Interesting
There
quality
are
of
some
life.
restrictions, but what's great about this
Thanks for
ability
some merch,
is that as long
Laggy,
as there's a
Simply,
ceiling, you can use it
Brand,
anywhere.
Penny and the Prime Knight. True
For
user.
example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
All
In
of
the
this looks
previous
really
game,
good.
You had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly.
Prime. Skate in
Oh,
the resub
there's
denim.
another construct.
Bits Fox.
It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah, I got pushed off.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
well,
he was
let's
high.
just return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this.
No way he rode a
It feels so
rock all the
good.
way up there.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface.
Nice.
There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Thanks to the resub Spoon, Undead, Sam
What did you
Boney, and the
think?
gift sub Toad.
Some of Link's new abilities were updated
Yeah, I
from the
talked about that,
previous game.
atrocious.
I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today.
That looked
Thank
good.
you for
That looked
watching.
very good. Damn, that's hype. Good shit. Is it coming to PC, maybe? Absolutely awful question. Of course not. It's Nintendo. They don't even know a computer exists. I think it's a tier 1 Big Red. True, they'd like that one, Jay. That would be a great machine for them.